There's a thing about beauty. It's subjective. But how could you not think the Ducati 916 was beautiful? It's simply breathtaking, from every angle. It's one of the few bikes even non-bikers recognize, appreciate, and lust after. The 916's designer, Massimo Tamburini, said it was shaped like a lady. The front is the bust, followed by a slim waistline and a bit of a big back end. For bikers in the 90s, the Ducati 916 was the ultimate supermodel. But was the beauty more than skin deep?
These bikes are amazing to ride in any case, but this one is an SPS released to homologate the forthcoming 996 engine and has got a whole host of other goodies and bits and pieces, and it all makes it an even more exciting beast to ride. The V-twin motor gives you a long linear surge of power from nothing right up to the top, and it certainly doesn't feel short of grunt even today, and that's 20 years later. The handling feels perfect to me, and even hitting substantial lumps and bumps in the road, it has enough compliancy to soak them all up and still keep everything in control. Some of the latest superbikes are a lot more powerful and quicker, but compromised for the road as a result. So hit these same bumps and you're going to be out of the seat. The big Brembo brakes looked amazing in the day, and they work as good as they look. These engines have a dry clutch hanging off the side of the gearbox, as opposed to the more usual wet clutch, which is packaged inside the cases and spinning in oil like normal bikes. And the most notable difference is that the Ducati engine sounds like a coffee grinder at idle when the clutch is out. Once underway, the racket turns to the hefty, distinctive crescendo you'd expect from two finely honed 500cc cylinders thumping up and down. When I first laid eyes on the Ducati 916, like pretty much everybody else, I was knocked out by its looks. It was lithe, it's beautiful, but it's meaningful at the same time. Quite frankly, it was the most exotic and gorgeous, even remotely attainable motorcycle that was available. But it wasn't just a looker. In the hands of Foggy and Corsa, etc., it absolutely dominated World Superbikes, and it went on to take 4 World Championship titles. To be honest, even if I couldn't ride it, I'm happy to just look at it because it's a piece of art.
There's actually Ducati 916 at the Museum of Modern Art in San Francisco. but it makes much more of an impact when it's out on the road. Part of that is thanks to the homologation special 996cc engine. It was initially claimed to be good for 134 horsepower, then later revised down to 124, which was still plenty. This came from reinforced crankcases, new heads and barrels with bigger combustion chambers, and valves and various lightweight components made of titanium and carbon fiber. Even though the later 996 looked virtually identical to the 916 SPS, it was different under the skin. It produced 112 horsepower at 8,500 RPM and was built with a new air intake system with 2 injectors per cylinder as well as a new airbox design. Underseat exhaust pipes improve aerodynamic performance and allow for clean, minimalistic lines. And although Tamburini said he saw the concept first on a Honda NR750, it soon became a Ducati trademark feature. As tested by an Italian motorcycle magazine in April 1997, the 916 SPS achieved a top speed of 275 km per hour with the optional Terminioni mufflers and alternative EEPROM. With only around 400 produced for the 1997 model year, it was as rare as it was fast. Interestingly, the SPS was road legal in Europe, but not in the United States. Buyers over there had to sign a disclaimer promising that they wouldn't register it for the road. It probably shouldn't come as much of a surprise, however, that almost every single SPS imported into the US was registered, making it the ultimate piece of forbidden fruit. The Ducati 916 is the ultimate superbike of the 1990s. And it was as explosive as watching the other supermodels of the time, Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, and Christy Turlington, dance around in David Fincher's music video for George Michael's Freedom. Like those girls on the cover of Vogue, the 916 defined an era, and it did nothing less than set the motorcycling world on fire. If you enjoyed this video, support us by subscribing to our channel and having a look at our other videos.